Hey everyone, this is Jack and Clayton, and this video is about how you can have a man see you as serious relationship material. And we're going to get right to the essence of this. The essence of this is you're having a life where you feel good with yourself, where you feel happy with who you are, where you love yourself, and where you are fulfilled in the other domains of your life. Said differently, you're actually good with your singleness, and you're taking being good with your singleness into being in relationship. Rather than a relationship being this kind of missing piece or void, it then becomes a multiplier of what is already good in your life.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's rather than being serious about a relationship, it's actually being serious about your relationship with self.
Yes.
Right. So another way, one of the training programs that I went through, they had this term called being in rapport with yourself.
Yep.
And I love that because it's essentially you're in alignment with who you are, and you're not rejecting parts of yourself or parts of your experience and deeming them as wrong and looking for something outside of yourself to save you from an experience or a circumstance that you're in, which is oftentimes the reason why a lot of people get into relationships, right?
Yes.
They're miserable. They're not really feeling it. They're like, God, if I just found that guy, then my life will finally be complete. And it can feel like that. And if you feel like that, you're not alone. It's so many people feel like that. But that is a recipe for actually a codependent relationship.
Totally.
Right? I'm not complete. This person, you find someone else who feels the same way.
You can make me happy. You can make me fulfilled.
And then once the honeymoon phase wears off, you feel trapped with that person.
Yes.
Because neither of you are growing. So,
and I've seen that so often with women I've coached, where there's a sense that they're always trying to get back to how it felt at the beginning of the relationship when they were falling in love. Because temporarily they got around the fact that they weren't happy with their own life because there was so much, chemistry and sexual energy moving. But then when the falling in love wears off, it's like, oh, actually, no, I'm not really good with myself. I don't have inner peace. I don't have self-love.
Yeah. So what I hear you saying in that, it's great. It's like there's this certain amount of responsibility that you're taking for your own life and your own happiness first, before you get into a relationship. And, I think, I just want to maybe throw in here and massage just a little bit, like around the loving self. I think it's being on the path to really working on loving yourself rather than fully and completely loving yourself at first. I think that's an ongoing process that many humans are, they can take their entire life to do that. And it's this unfolding and growing process. But if it's something you're committed to and dedicated to learning ways of being more compassionate with who you are, finding the reasons and just stating like, hey, I'm exactly where I need to be right now. Even if maybe I don't feel good about it, I'm exactly where I need to be. All of these things are ingredients into you actually becoming serious relationship material for a guy. Right? Because you're serious about your life, and it's almost like you're no longer asking somebody on some silent level
make me feel good.
Make me feel good or save me from a circumstance. It's more like, hey, I would love to invite you along on the journey that I'm in. And now, God, you don't even have to be insecure anymore. Because if you've got a life filled with friends, you're taking care of yourself, right? You know that you've got things to offer, and you've got other places that you can plug into for your needs, and you're not relying solely on the guy that you're with. Because men can feel that.
Totally.
And so can women, right? You can feel it too. I'm sure you've dated a guy that was incredibly needy and was just wanting things from you, and you're like, whoa, dude, I can't complete you. You're putting so much pressure on me. Like I can't actually give you what you're really asking for, and therefore it's a little bit intimidating and unattractive.
Yes, totally. Yeah, in some ways we're busting the romantic cultural myth of someone completing you. Like as we're talking about this, I'm getting the mind's eye of Jerry Maguire and Renée Zellweger says to Tom Cruise, you complete me. And there's something really
romantic about
beautiful about that. And there's probably a healthy connotation of that. But actually, this is about you being good and peaceful and at ease and comfortable with who you are. And not to say that you won't have your faults and frailties and vulnerabilities. Like we all have those. But there's sort of like this sense of, I'm not trying to solve those things by running off and getting into a relationship, right? I'm not trying to not feel a big hole in me, so I'm going to go fill it with a relationship. That's the point. And If this is resonating with you, I would love for you to come and join us if you haven't already on our free webinar, Relationship Ready. You can just click the link below this video, find a time that works for you, because right up front on the webinar, we distinguish all the reasons that people get into relationship that are not the good reasons for being in a relationship. Yeah. All the things about this is going to solve my problems. And there's a reason why we've called this webinar and some of the programs that we run Relationship Ready, because it's about doing everything that's on your side of the fence that can never be solved on the other side of the fence, right? That he can never solve for you. He cannot solve your lack of self-love, right? So this is about what do you need to really show up in so that you are good and at peace with yourself and therefore more capable of attracting a high-quality relationship.
Yeah, this is about organizing and getting all the things in place so that in a relationship, when it shows up, it's effortless. And you're not looking around for like tactics and specific scripts and words to say as a crutch. But rather, you've got all of these things that you've recruited in your life to be working in your favor so that when you meet the guy, it's just a natural, the relationship, a deep relationship is a natural expression of just the next step of your life.
Wow.
That's what we're covering in this webinar. That's what we cover in our courses, and we want you to be a part of it. So click the link below this video, register for a time that works for you, and we'll see you on the other side.
See you there.